Hello, my name is Matthew Kraus, and I am a business systems consultant with Opal Business Solutions. And today, we'll be looking at customizing report layouts in Business Central. The first thing you'll want to do is go to your Business Central home page, and then go to the universal search bar in the top right. And then you can type in report layouts. It'll help to know what exactly report you wish to edit before you try to make a customized version of it. So in this example, we're going to scroll down a bit here, and I think we're going to create a customized report of this report. So this is a vendor list. So before we make any customizations of it, we can run the report using this run by selecting it here in the left and left clicking, and then hitting the run report button at the top. You can add any filters you needed. I'm just going to preview it. And as you can see, a report generates, and you can see that it has all the vendors, a list of their posting groups, payment term codes, and a total balance of that vendor at the end of this. So I can close out of this, cancel this, and then keep in mind the report ID for this is 301. All right, so next I will go to the universal search bar and go to custom report layouts. And then there, we have currently none existing in the system, but I can select a new here. And I'm going to select 301. And you can see that shows the vendor list report. You can also see it here a little bit on the left screen as well. Now I'm going to, you can either have a Word layout, if you wish to use Microsoft Word, or you can do an RDLC layout, which is kind of what typically is the default layout in Business Central. I'm going to click Insert RDLC Layout and then hit OK. And then we can see there is a new section for a custom report for this report. The description is copy of built-in layout. The description is it should always be something different from what the original report is, so you're able to better identify which report you are using. You can modify that at any time for the description. Now, something else you can do is you could have a customized report layout that is assigned to a particular company in Business Central. So let's say you have this vendor list, right? And you have multiple different companies in Business Central. But let's say you only want to pull the customized version of the vendor list for a specific company, you can assign that here. So anytime you print that report, if it's not assigned, it will, and you can have this custom report layout be the default report. But if you assign a company to it, it will only print for that company. And here we have examples of different company names. The company we're currently using is Cronus, so I'm going to assign this to Cronus USA. All right. Now from here, you can run the report. You can do a few other things. So you can update layout, import layout, export layout. So this allows you could export the layout to an RDLC or a Word file, and then you can make any changes that you need to, descriptions, certain fields, and then you can import these same layouts back into Business Central. You also have the option to run the report here as well. So I'm going to export the layout in this example, and I can open the file here. And so it's opening it in an RDLC layout because that's the format I had selected previously. Even though when it said in the tooltip that you could export it as a Word, which is also true if you decide to choose that layout for your custom report layout. So as you can see, the RDLC layout opens up Report Builder. And within Report Builder, you can modify the fields and add fields, add subtitles, move things around. I suggest when you do so, you do so very carefully because these reports can be especially touchy. And at the same time, any changes that you make and you update the layout with would be impactful to everyone in that Business Central environment looking at that company if it's assigned to a particular company. So make sure that when you make these changes that you can test them first and import it, run the report, make sure it looks okay before you update the layout inside of Business Central. So for that example, I'm going to, let's say, add to the top here. I think I will shrink this text file to this point, and then I will insert. Say I insert another text box right here. And in that text box, I add the vendor phone number. Okay, and then I will file save this. Just save it to documents as vendor list test. Let's go back into Business Central now. All right, and we're back into Business Central. As you can see, we can go from this screen, we can go back to layout, import a layout. From this screen, we can choose and browse out to the file we just saved. So I will browse out to that, go to our documents, select this RDL, open it up. And now it has been imported. So now it's been imported. We'll want to go back to home, layout, update layout. And now we get this message, it's been updated to use the current design. So then we can run the report. I will hit the preview button. And as you can see, it has a vendor phone number at the very top of the page, just like we edited. Now, generally, this isn't a field you're just going to add. You'll generally add a field into the body of it. But just for the example, I added a test field to the top. So you can see that I made a change. I was able to export the layout, make the change, save it, re-import the layout, and update it within Business Central. And you can do this for a lot of different reports as well. And if you need any help with editing those reports, you can always ask Opal Business Solutions. So I thank you for your time, and that's all for today.